So this is how I changed the cork on my neck on my tenor saxophone. I used this as a guide, but I didn't follow it 100% because honestly I couldn't. I had to kind of think on the way to make sure that I didn't damage the cork at all. And so what I did was I started reading that, and it said seamless cork, woodwind contact adhesive. The adhesive was what I got was this contact cement. Worked before. I've done it before with this, so I know this stuff works. And then after that, it says you have a sharp razor blade and sandpaper, soap and water, or rubbing alcohol. Place a piece of tape on the mouthpiece. So I had some frog tape, which is the stuff you use when you're painting to put stuff up to get paint around. So that worked really well for that. That did not. So neither of those came with the kit. And then after that, I did not follow step 2 because it said to take the old cork off with a pair of pliers gently and be careful or else you'll damage the neck. And I found it much easier to just take the razor blade that came with the kit and put a slit in the cork. And put a slit in the cork. And part of the cork was already falling off, of course, because it's an old one. And then I just took some of these little cotton pads here and soaked it in rubbing alcohol like this. And took that, and I just kind of just worked the cork off of the neck really carefully, and kind of peeled it off with my fingers on the way and until it was all gone, and that's how I got it off. And then after that, so that was step 1, step 2, step 3's on this sheet here. So basically what they were saying to do on step 3, I've already explained, which was part of my step 2, so I skipped that. And then step 4, cut the cork to a size. I started doing that, and I was like, I think I might get it a little off, so I'm not going to do that just yet. And so I tried to fit it over the neck, and it was too tight. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to put glue on this, inside of this, and on the neck, and get that thing on when it's already as tight as it is. So what I did instead was I didn't even use glue because it's such a tight fit. I actually put some cork grease on the neck, and so it's actually slippery enough to put the cork on, and then I just wound that thing around, put my fist around the cork and just round it clockwise, slowly but surely, straight as possible over that neck. It just moved like millimeters at a time, so just make it slow and right, and then I get it all the way on, all the way up to the where the green tape was. And then once I got it there, I started with the sandpaper, and I have two, I don't know exactly what grit these are, but this is a rougher one, and this one's a little smoother one. So I got it way down first. I had a mouthpiece here to measure how far out down I was going on the cork, and I got way down, and then I switched to one of these and got it a little bit further, and then I was doing it with this for a while, and it still wasn't getting it exactly as where I needed it to be. So I went back to this one for a little while, and then back to this one until finally I could get my mouthpiece slid on there. And yeah, during that time, like in between, like I'm putting cork grease on when it gets sanded down, so it it kind of just makes everything kind of easier. You'll see. Just put a little cork grease on to before you start, or right after you sand a little bit, and then sand more, and then put some more cork grease on and sand a little more, and get on all the way down, and then get that cork till it just kind of just, you don't want to force it too much, or the cork's just gonna get all bent up and crack and fall off. So I think I did a pretty good job. And once it was on, I tested it. I put a reed on, put it on my saxophone, and sure enough, I got a new cork on.